Didn't start out as a mission. Funny enough, it started out as a very secret hobby. In fact, for many years, I didn't even tell my own family what I was doing. Uh, this is where I do have to take us back for a moment. There was a time in my career when I felt like quitting the profession. I was burnt out. I was starting to feel depressed. And at the time, I was working at a municipal animal shelter in Northern California. It was during the recession. It was already one of the worst shelters in the country, sadly, when it came to euthanasia rates. And it was just this old, dilapidated shelter, smelled like rust and mildew and sewage, cramming 12 dogs into a very small area, a lot of them getting in fights. I'd have to patch up those dogs. And it was just like this endless cycle. And the euthanasia was getting, I remember one day I woke up that morning and I thought, I don't really feel like going to work. And I almost had the, I'm just going to stop here moment. My usual stop at 7-Eleven, and I kept noticing this homeless gentleman outside with his dog. And, true to my pattern and regrettably, I ignored him like a lot of us do when it comes to the homeless. Sometimes we're even afraid to make eye contact for fear they may approach us and ask for something. And that's where I was back then. This is 10 years ago, 11 years ago. But I broke routine because I saw he had a dog, and it looked like he had a dog that was suffering. It had a really bad skin condition. And as I got closer, I could tell it was simply fleas. And dogs can have such a bad flea condition that it just completely destroys the skin, and usually the hind end near the tail. And this dog looked like a burn victim. It was so bad. The hair was gone, the skin was raised and bumpy and infected. But I just stepped over. I said, "My name's Kwane Stewart. I'm a veterinarian, and I see, your dog is suffering from some sort of skin condition." He said, "Yeah, I don't know what it is." And this guy just had desperation in his eyes. He said, "No one can help, and she's miserable and scratching and itching all the time, and I'm miserable." And I said, "If you're here tomorrow, I will return and give something that should help." And I did. And it was just a simple flea treatment. It was $3 out of my pocket. And that was it. We chatted a little bit more, and I didn't see him for a while, but saw him maybe 10 days later, and the dog was transformed. The hair was coming back. The dog was wagging its tail. The infection was gone. And he just looked up at me, with tears in his eyes, and he said, "Thank you." And then I started to get tears in my eyes. That moment still chokes me up a little bit. I remember sitting in my car before going to work after the moment, and I thought, this is what I of. And then so began my little secret crusade. But the funny thing about it is I didn't want to tell anybody about it. I wanted this just to be mine, right? I gave my time, my service to work every day. And I just wanted this to be my little secret cause. And so I would go out on evenings and weekends and find folks on the street with pets and deliver care. And it was on my terms, and I was saving animals, and it was the best.